Hey guys, it's Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Ottawa Senators franchise mode. And I'm super excited to get into this episode because we have a rematch of the 2016-2017 season in the playoffs in the second round. Ottawa versus Boston. Pretty excited to get into this series. And just a disclaimer really quickly, I'm very sorry if I am not too energetic in this episode. I'm sure I still will be depending on how the sim goes. But I am recording this episode back-to-back from the Houston Vikings one, and like I said in the last one, if you watched that, I am still extremely tired. I honestly have my clothes talking to you guys. I have my clothes talking to you guys. I have my eyes closed talking to you guys right now. So, yeah. So we're gonna check a few things before we get into this. But I do want to go see where Boston finished. They were the third seed in our division. How about the entire league? They were the fourth seed in the entire league. Fourth seed in our division. In the conference. Fuck. And they were fifth seed in the league. So overall, pretty good season for the Bruins. Obviously not as good as the Sens, but then again, we still haven't gotten our damn cup. So we are going to press play game first. We're going to go and check out their team, see how good it is. So that's a created player, you can tell on the custom skin. But alright, so 92 offense to our 95 offense, 92 defense to our 95 defense, and 87 goaltending to 90 goaltending for us. So we actually excel in everything, apparently, which is very interesting. We are going to go and check out their team, though. But that is a created player skin, so it's probably someone they've drafted, or it's probably like McAvoy, I don't know, because McAvoy doesn't actually have a face in this game. So let's click Edit Lines. Oh man, I'm sorry, I try not to yawn too much. I'm very sorry about that, but yeah, that was, I couldn't hold that one back. So all right, looking at the Boston Bruins, Jake DeBrusk, an 84 overall. This has a depth forward at 84 overall is fucking ridiculous, but whatever, okay. Playing with Tyler Gertzen, who probably was the player that was there. I would like to know, to be honest. He has 60 points this year and 79 in the AHL last year, so he's a pretty damn good player. Playing alongside David Pastrnak on that right wing. Looking good. All right, really quickly, how many games have they played in the playoffs so far this season? They have played 6, and DeBrusk and Gertzen are point-per-game players. Pastrnak only 1 point behind. The second line, Brad Marchand, now down to a 33 years old. See how tired I am right now. Playing alongside Derek Stepan, who is 31 years old, and Jimmy Hayes, who is 32 years old. So they got a pretty decently old team by the looks of it, other than that first line. Ryan Spooner, 30 years old, with Patrice Bergeron, now 36 years old. He's also listed as a top 9 forward, so he's starting to drop, playing with Forsback Carlson, also on that third line. Fourth line, Riley Nash, Nick Shore, and Michael Rasmussen. So an okay offense. They are definitely pretty good. Their top 9 are very good, so that's kind of scary, to be honest. Now, Torrey Krug with Brandon Carlo on that top pair. Brandon Carlo is a 90 overall. I have never seen him get that high, and I have never touched his potential. What the shit is that? Holy defenseman stats. 90 defensive awareness, 92 shot blocking, and 90 stick checking. That is crazy. Their second defensive pairing, Danny DeKeyser with Charlie McAvoy. All right, so McAvoy's only an 86 right now, but he is also playing on that second pairing, so that's kind of an L for Boston. Kulikov, 84 with Colin Miller, also an 84. Sorry, guys, I had to yawn again, man. So by the looks of it, it's either Carlo or Gertzen. I gotta assume it's Gertzen, though, just because he is a created player. And then in net, Tuukka Rask, a 35-year-old Tuukka Rask. now listed as a fringe starter, so he's starting to drop too, with 28-year-old Malcolm Subban as the backup, 84 overall. So, our team is still very good. We still look like we could have the advantage going into the series. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so damn tired right now. I'm going to have a nap as soon as I finish this. But, yeah, so game number 1 in Ottawa. We will see how each period goes. First period of game number 1 on home ice. 0-0. All right, very interesting. But we are out shooting them by almost triple the amount of shots they have, 13-5 for us. We're looking okay heading into the second period. All right, 1-1 after 2 now. 24-17 are the shots. They definitely caught up in shots, but we still got a decent amount. Barkov with 1, and then Bergeron with the tying goal 8-ish minutes later. 8 minutes and 3 seconds later. So we now go into the third, tied at 1 apiece. Power play for the Senators. We can't do anything with it. And now to 16 minutes remaining. Looking like we will hit 30 shots this game. Another power play for the Sens, and Maxim Shushko on kind of a shitty angle scores there. Another power play for us. It's a long one, too. They got to stop giving us power plays because we usually seem to excel on power plays, which is definitely okay with me. Can we hit 40 shots? We can't. We managed to only hit 39. Well, I say only. We managed to get 39. But game number 1, a close game. Definitely a battle between the goalies, and yeah, there it is. Tuukka Rask with a 204 GAA, 37 saves to his name, and a 948 save percentage. Carter Hart doing phenomenal as he does with a 958 save percentage, and obviously Barkov there with a goal. Why Shushko isn't there? He definitely should have been, since he did get the game winner, and I see people complaining about ice time. Come on, stop, I can't. I'll be yawning still, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to end this. Trying to end this somewhat fast, but also make this a still entertaining episode for you guys. So we are now heading into game number 2 with a 1-0 series lead. And we'll see how everything goes. First period of game number 2. Alright, Jimmy Hayes makes it 1-0. Shots 12-9 for us. And we are getting outshot heading to the second period. Only down by 1 though. So we'll see how this goes now. Alright, let's see. Second period. Alright, Michael Dahl ties the game. Then with 6 seconds left, Jimmy Hayes gets his second of the night. Not only a ball breaker, since he did get it at 6 seconds, but it is also Jimmy Hayes who scored the 2 goals on Carter Hart tonight. So we now go to the third, trailing by 1. Power play for us, though, and it's trailing is over. Shushko is a clutch player. Never mind. Brad Marchand gets the Bruins another goal, so we are trailing again. Nick Shore makes it 4-2. Not looking too good for us. 10 minutes remaining, though. Obviously, anything can happen. But as of right now, it ain't happening. It's not looking good. We did just hit 30 shots, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 7 seconds, and it will go to Boston. So that's really good for Boston. They split home ice with 1 game apiece. That's very good. Marchand with 3 points, Hayes with 2 goals, and Rask with a 937. Obviously, Carter Hart tried his best in that game. He just... I'm sorry, he just got a lot of shots as well. So there's not too much he can do about it. So we now move to Boston with a tie series of 1-1. And we'll see how game number 1 goes. Game number 3 goes, but first period. Alright, 0-0 after 1. 13-10 are the shots for the Bruins. A lot of shots in that period. We move to the second period with a tie score at 0. Come on. Hey, it's still 0-0. Now moving into the third, we are now outshooting them 25-24. And, yeah, so let's get hyped, boys. Come on, we'll have a strong third period and come out with a 2-1 series lead. Let's go. 18 minutes. Hopefully we can do something with this power play. I didn't know what I was going to go or lead to when I said hopefully, and then that power play came up, so it's very, very useful. Still a tie game at 0, power play for the Bruins. Now only 4 minutes remaining. Oh, this game is too close for my liking. Oh, no. Shots are 35-32 for us. We now move to the overtime period to see what could happen. So, all right, let's go. Overtime, will it end early? It will. Patrice Bergeron gets the game-winning goal at 19:17 in overtime, in the first period of overtime. Tuukka Rask with a 35-save shutout. Either way, one goalie would have finished with a shutout. Both tremendous games from each goaltender, though. Obviously, Bergeron a third star, because obviously, he just got the game-winning goal in the only game's goal. So we now go back to Boston again, trailing 2-1 in the series. And honestly, it has been a while since I've said that. We honestly do not trail a lot in any series now, unless, well, I was going to say, we don't really trail at all in any series now, but I was going to say in any of these two series of the fantasy draft and this one. So interesting. But we'll see how we do in game number 4 now. Hopefully we can have a comeback and tie the series up at 2 apiece. Come on, first period of game number 4. All right, there we go. There's the offense I've been looking for. Colin White and Matthew Barzal makes it 2-0. 14-11 are the shots for us after 1. We move to the second period, up 2-0. Let's go. Second period. All right, Tyler Gertzen, I believe it's Tyler Gertzen, makes it a 1-goal game. Now 2-1 still for us. Anything can happen. I actually can't. This is so unprofessional. I should really just stop this, go to sleep, and then record it when I have some more energy. But 23-22 are the shots for Boston now, heading into this third period. We will see how we do. It's rough for me. I have my eyes closed basically the entire time talking in the first and the second period, and then the third period I have to keep my eyes open. Oh, it's such a struggle right now, guys. Don't not get sleep. Barkov from a nasty angle at 8:13 makes it 3-1, 31-24 of the shots. 2 minutes remaining, and it's looking like Ottawa will tie up the series, and we will hype on Skype. Very good. So, now we go back to Ottawa with a tie series, which is good. Carter Hart with a .965 save percentage, and Justin Falk, baby, with 3 assists to all 3 goals that game. Very good play out of him. So, hopefully we can run with it on home ice and get a dub there to make it 3-2 for us. Just by the way, now every series in the playoffs now are all a best of 3 because they are all tied at 2 apiece, which is it's very interesting. You don't see that happen very often. So we move into the first period. I don't know why it was continuing to sim even when I press pause. So we move to the first period of game number 5. We did hit first shot. Does that matter? We'll see. Come on, boys. First period of game number 5. It is a best of 3. All right. You know what? Kamenev makes it 1-0. Then Rasmussen and Gertzen makes it 2-1. Unfortunately, though, that was 100% Boston's period. Carter Hart had to save basically almost a shot a minute, which is a lot. That's 17 shots in one period. That's a shit ton of shots. We still got 8. That's a decent amount, but 17 is crazy, man. Carter Hart's a warrior. We were lucky to only be down 1 heading into the second. And speaking of the second, all right, Shane Prince ties the game. 24-20 are the shots. We got 12 shots. They only got 7. So we look, 7? Yeah, they got 7, yeah. So we now look pretty decent. We look a lot more better than what we did. Come on, though, boys. Let's do it for the Ottawa fans. Can we take the 3-2 series lead against Boston going into this third period tied at 2 apiece. 15 minutes remaining. Boston with a power play. 28 to 27 are the shots. Boston hits 30 shots first, but Brandon Montour, makes it 3-2 for us. I think that's his first playoff goal in a Sens jersey as well. 19 seconds remaining, and that will be the game-winning goal. Brandon Montour, thank you very much, buddy. Carter Hart with a .942 save percentage. Shane Prince with a goal and an assist. Barkov with 2 assists as well. Very, 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 very good. I am very happy about that now. So now we go back to Boston. Can we move on to the conference finals to see who we will face? It all be determined. Depends on how this game goes, obviously. But can we get past the Bruins? The very good Bruins, might I add. Let's see. First period of game number 6. All right, Patrice Bergeron makes it 1-0. 15 shots to them, 12 to us. Again, what are with these first period showdowns in shots? Crazy, crazy, crazy. So we move to the second period trailing by 1, but it's okay. There is still 40 minutes of play left in this game. Second period. All right, Forsbacker Carlson makes it 2-0. Now getting a little worried heading into this third period. Like I said, though, anything can happen. Shit. And no matter what, never give up. Ryan Spooner makes it 3-0 pretty early into the third. Now only 10.5 minutes remaining for us to do something. Are we gonna let Rask get the second shutout of the series for him? Please, no, we are too. Oh, Nick Shore with the last second goal as well. Makes it 4-0. That's actually unfortunate. Tuukka Rask with a 31 save shutout to his name. Bergeron with a goal and 2 assists. Ryan Spooner with a goal and an assist to his name as well. So the Bruins have forced a Game 7 back on our home ice now. Will we be able to move on? I am very interested to see. I think we will go times 8 speed, throughout this entire game. We did hit first shot once again. Like I said, though, does that really even matter? I don't think so. But let's go. First period of game number 7. Can we find some offense early? Please, we need it. We just passed 4:20 on the clock. Currently 4:22 p.m. Surprisingly, it's not 4:22 a.m. To be honest, shots were even at 10-10. 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining, and the first period will end at a tie score of 0-0. 14-11 are the shots for us. Looking okay heading into the second period. Please, can we get some offense going? Still outshooting them by a couple of shots, and Brad Marchand is the first player to strike in Game 7. Not looking too good for the Sens right now, but there's still plenty of time left. There was still half an hour. We got this, boys. Can we get a goal exiting this period? That would be absolutely huge. 50 seconds. No, we will not. We now move to the third period, down by 1 in a playoff game. Not looking good. Caps a weird game mode. Sorry guys. Cap is a weird game mode though, so I'm very interested to see. So we are gonna move on to this. I honestly don't know what I just said. I was thinking about something completely different. What? Why did I just mention Cap? I was thinking of Capture the Flag. I am so friggin' tired, man. I am so sorry, guys. We are still trailing by 1. Never mind. Vladislav Kamenev ties the game with 9 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. 7 minutes remaining of this third period. I wanted to say that we were going by times 4 speed. I did not mean to mention Cap the Flag. Maybe I just did that in my brain, and then I just mentioned it to you guys then. I honestly don't know. I'm so tired. My head, my brain is all over the place right now. And this series is not helping me out. 34-29 with the shots. Now heading into overtime. Obviously at a tie game, but both teams have only struck once. one team will be the final striker of this series. Will it be the Senators? Will it be in the first overtime period? Will it be early? Please, do we have a hero? No, we don't. No, Jake DeBrusk makes it 2-1 in Game 7 after being down 3-2 in the series. The Bruins have come back to force a Game 7 and also move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Unfortunately, Carter Hart couldn't get it done for us this year. Our offense was not there in this series. I do not blame Carter Hart at all. Carter Hart still played great. We didn't have the offense. There's no one to blame except for our offense. Unfortunately, we will not be able to move on to the conference finals. So I'm sorry about that, guys. There's not much I can do about it, to be honest, though. So I'm just gonna end the episode here. I can't, man. My brain isn't functioning right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy. If you did enjoy this video, please leave it a like. If you are new around here, go and subscribe. Make sure to come back to see all of my content. Just starting to branch out a little bit more. Hopefully you guys do enjoy those types of videos. Thank you guys once again very, very much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. Goodbye.